Dima, a user interface designer, hung 7 colourful paper rolls of varying length on a wall. The longest, which continued onto the floor, was labelled 17,161 and 86. What did this mean, and what was this public installation's 2-word title? I'll say that again. Dima, a user interface designer, hung 7 colourful paper rolls of varying length on a wall. The longest, which continued onto the floor, was labelled 17,161 and 86. What did this mean, and what was this public installation's 2-word title?
Okay, I was busy drawing 7 pieces of fake paper roll.
Beautiful.
What was the number? 17,000?
17,161.
Yeah, you don't need the exact numbers, but it's a lot.
Okay.
And was the 86 on the same long one, or was it on the shorter one?
Was it like ampersand 86?
Those numbers were both for the long one.
Yeah, so...
Now, if there's some form of measurement, that's a pretty wild difference. Not impossible, but a pretty intense difference. It could be really narrow, 86 somethings wide and 17,000 somethings long. Not impossible.
Mm. And this is like an art installation. This is my understanding.
Yeah.
So it's like it's trying to make a point. Like this is how much paper you use every time you send a text. Oh, I don't like you.
It reminds you know what that reminds me of? It doesn't work with 7, I don't feel, but maybe you could abbreviate this. An XKCD comic that is trying to come up with an illustration of climate change to show like exactly where we are in relation to history of the like global mean temperature and how much we have increased the temperature or how much it's decreased over time. And you can just see tiny changes for millennia upon millennia. And then for the last 100 years, suddenly a massive rightward shift. So that's definitely something. If you abbreviated that, small changes for the first 6, and then one massively long rolling one to show current climate crisis change. Something.
There's 17,000 climates.
Exactly. Thank you.
Or 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
And importantly, climate change is 2 words. I think we've cracked it.
Yeah. These 7 rolls, are they in like or do they get bigger every time, or are they sort of spread out, do we think? Like,
We've got to get a good visualization.
You know, because
Thinking like 7, things that are 7, I'm like rainbow colours.
Yes.
Continents, maybe, I don't know. That could be completely wrong.
These are related to his job, user interface designer.
Oh, that's right. They're a user interface designer. So something to do with user interface.
Those are the sorts of words that when they're put together, they make my brain panic in that way of, oh no, I am unqualified for this. And I know that you've got to push past that feeling, but
this is
it's the brain panic.
Hey, if you have this many options on your website, this is how long your drop-down menu will be.
Now, not that, Bill, but closer than you might think.
Okay, all right.
Get options or drop-downs?
Yes. I've got 7 things. One of them's really big. Don't do it that way. That's bad user interface.
Actually, they're all pretty big.
They're all pretty big. Okay.
And I wouldn't focus too much on the 7.
It's the amount of energy it takes to run a ChatGPT query. It's a lot. Compared to a Bing search, compared to a Google search.
I think people would be surprised by the length of the paper, yeah.
It is the amount of code needed to be written to make a small widget appear on a website.
Now, again, not that, but you've picked up on something there. The roles were not blank.
I could picture that instead of being an art installation by a UI designer, like the idea of like a coding demonstration of like, I'm going to create the same effect and I'm going to demonstrate the efficiency of good code writing. If I did it all in just nested if statements, it's this long. That's insane. But look, this one's better and this one's better. And then the final one is something I don't understand about programming. Like I could picture that being a lesson that you would give and everyone would go, oh my gosh.
It's not really public art installation.
No one walking through is going to be like, all right, cool, man. I guess I won't nest my if statements. See ya. Like, what?
So is there something fun that it could be that more people would just find light and amusing and an interesting thing
Or
to see.
shocking
Like,
and horrifying.
here is the code to make your computer play Happy Birthday. Again, I don't think it's code. We didn't feel like we'd hit on something there, but
Shocking and horrifying, maybe. Perhaps a bit strong, but something like that.
I don't know. I was thinking the if statements were good. Like, this is how much it takes to code, I don't know, Flappy Bird, if you tried to code it.
If you move away from code
Yeah, because it's you.
to something that people are more used to seeing, then yes.
God, is it just say certain websites that scroll down really far? Something along those lines?
Length of Wikipedia pages.
Now we're getting close. Normally, you would just be scrolling down this.
Is
How
it to
long
do
you
with
spend on
on Instagram or TikTok?
Yeah,
It's like
like,
a
yeah.
feed as you scroll through.
Oh,
Twitter,
Or a Facebook
Not-
page.
Facebook?
not quite, but you've now got what those colours are. They're the corporate identities for Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat.
How long everybody spends on them every day. How
long is correct? And you've got
How
the
long?
companies, and it's
How
something that everyone here will have dealt with.
let's go. Hey, let's do the answer 2 words at a time. I'll start. How long?
A person. Take it away, Michelle.
Oh no, spends on.
Okay. How long a person spends on, maybe would spend on, if any of us actually did do this.
Oh, how long?
This is something all of us have just scrolled by.
Is it the ads in some fashion? I scroll past those.
Maybe you didn't even click on it.
Is it how much you watch without actually selecting to watch anything? How much is auto-played at you?
The fact that no one's thought of this yet, that is exactly the point of this exhibition.
Interesting.
Where might you find long, long, long sections of text?
Is it the terms and conditions?
Yes, it is.
Terms and conditions that you never read.
Oh,
Yes.
that's exciting.
That's too
So-
long a terms and condition. That should be illegal.
What are the numbers on the floor? What's 17,161?
The word count?
Yeah, that's the word count. What's 86?
How many hours it would take you to read it?
How many minutes? Yes.
How many
That
minutes?
is- that is an 86-minute read.
You don't know how slow I read.
So, last question. What was this public installation's 2-word title?
I accept.
Yeah.
I agree. Yes. Spot
Agree.
on there, Dani. Well
That's
done.
great.
This was I Agree by Dima Yaronovsky, a UX designer, visual communication student, to visualize the power of large corporations. The Lateral Producers Club is at lateralcast.com if you would like more lateral, fewer adverts, and to support the show.